Okay, this is going to be on relationships, things I've learned. I'm not aware of the online dating. I've been married for 22 years, so I don't understand all of that. But anyways, one thing that you guys, most of you probably have never done is actually given much thought to the kind of person that you want to be with. Right? I assume women would probably do this more than men. A lot of you guys are just, oh, they're cute. They respond back, oh, you're cute. And then you meet up and you go on a date, and then it turns into 3 or 4 dates and so on and so forth. But you never really put any intention on what kind of a person you want, right? Talking about all this manifestations and law of attractions and goals and habits and all these things, and you guys are still running around trying to get into relationships, not using any of it. So that's the first part of this. The second part is you have to quit expecting someone to love you if you don't love yourself. That is an unreal expectation. If you don't love yourself, how can someone else love you? When you can't reciprocate back to them love because you don't know how to love. And I'm not trying to put you down or be mean, but I've spent a lot of time learning how to love myself because I didn't know how to for a long time. Right? It doesn't mean you're a bad person or you're evil or you're mean, but like a real true connection of love. Like you have to love yourself to have that. And I found that out the hard way. So, I suggested doing the mirror technique and looking at yourself in your eyes and talking to your soul and talking about, saying a mantra, whatever it is for you. For me, it is, Donnie, I love you. I really, really love you, right? Saying that over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and it's very uncomfortable in the beginning. I understand. Right? But you got to break through that terror barrier and keep going and keep going and keep going and break down all that old conditioning. Right? This is why the journal is so important. Because I specifically made that journal so you could love yourself. Right? There's gratitude in there. And then you have to release patterns. And then you have to forgive people that have wronged you. Right? And you start releasing all of this stuff, and you start to build self-confidence, especially when you start actually following through on one day into another day into another day, stacking days together. You start to build your self-confidence back up because yourself's like, oh, okay, this person's serious now. They're not just going to tell me they're going to do something and then never do it. So just really quick, I'm going to do another video on how to find a specific person, but for this video, it's just to get you kind of prepped on things to start being aware of. For one is, start putting intention on the kind of person you would want to be with. Now, it's a double-edged sword because if you're not that type of person, do not put expectations on other people that you aren't yourself. If you want an honest person, be an honest person. Right? And I get really tired of hearing everyone else is creative, or this person, so we're all created. We have unlimited power. We are all creative. You just need to start being creative. Right? It's like a muscle. You got to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over, and you become more creative and more creative and more creative. Then you believe in yourself. Right? You start having self-confidence and all this creativity. Right? So be creative when you're mapping out these intentions of a person you would like to be with. Be creative, right? I want someone who's loving and kind and understanding and joyful and exciting, and right? But then also make sure you're that person, right? And then they'll just come walking right into your life. But you got to get out of the way. You got to quit wanting it to be your way. So do these little exercises. I promise you. Work on them every day, and things will happen. Thanks, guys.